guys, hello everyone. Hello and welcome to our very first episode of Unwrap. I'm your host today, Kaishan, and I cannot tell you how excited I am to finally be with you.
And I'm your host, Calvin. Seriously, what a moment, right? Thank you for tuning in. Whether you are watching from home, on your computer, or still laying on your back, we are just happy you are here. Today's episode is extra special because we are diving into a theme that every single one of us can relate to. Unbox the gift which is giving.
As you can see, our decoration in studio here is easy to guess, right? Like, as you see, we are doing a Christmas edition talk show which is called Unwrap. So each episode will have different themes, and for today's very first episode theme, we'll have the theme of giving. And so giving is something we talk about a lot, especially around holidays, like special occasions and some celebrations. But what we don't talk about enough is how good it actually feels. So people often think that the biggest excitement comes from receiving gifts, and yes, that can be wonderful.
But what we forget is that giving, even in the simplest forms, can spark a deeper and longer lasting kind of happiness. And it's the type that stays with you long after the moment has passed. And it doesn't always look grand or Instagram perfect. It's not just big bosses with bows or expensive surprises.
And that's why we wanted our very first episode to be the theme about giving. So it's a very simple theme. I think everyone knows it, but it opens the door to many other beautiful conversations. And so throughout this whole episode of shows, we'll be sharing real stories from real people and the moments when giving changed some others' life and even changed them as a person.
Exactly. And sometimes we forget how much power we have in those tiny moments. You never really know what someone else is carrying, and your small act might be the exact thing that lifts them up. And it's wild how something that feels small to you can literally feel huge to someone else.
Yes, and sometimes the most meaningful gift is surprisingly small, sending someone a message at some exact time they needed it, and holding the door for someone, sharing some snacks, and also offering a few minutes of your time when they needed it. So those things doesn't cost much, but they can turn someone's whole mood around. And honestly, I think why this episode means so much for me. We are just not talking about giving in a big, shiny holiday senses. We are talking about the everyday, daily kind. So the kind that sneaks up on you and reminds you that you matter, and that the other people matters too. So today we want to explore that in our episode of show.
Okay, so I love that. Before we get into all that, though, I want to share something personal. When we were brainstorming this episode, I started thinking about a moment from a few years back. I was having one of those rough weeks, everything felt heavy, and one morning, out of nowhere, a friend dropped out my favorite breakfast. No explanation, just a note that said, "Thought you could use a good start today." And it was such a tiny gesture, but it shifted my entire mindset that week.
So today we want to explore that with our episode of show today, and we also have some little surprise lineup. So later on we are going to play a fun interactive giving challenge game. It's very simple, meaningful, but you can even discover something new about yourself through the game. So before we get into all that though, I want to share something personal also. So when we were brainstorming this episode also, for me, I just think about one moment. Like, for a few years ago, it was a stranger actually, and he paid for my coffee when I forgotten my wallet in a cafe. So I tried to chase them down and thank them, but they were gone. But for them, it's like a very tiny actions, but for me, I feel like it made my whole day up. Yeah, and that right there is what this episode is all about. How giving in all its shapes and sizes can connect us, and how it reminds us that we are part of something bigger than ourselves that we can even imagine.
So wherever you are, We invite you to lean in, open up, and maybe think about the last time you gave something. Even a moment, a smile, a hand, and how it made you feel. And if you can't think of one, well, today might just be your day to start.
Alright, everyone. So, we have got an inspiring show ahead. So, stick with us because we are going to unwrap the magic of giving together.
So let's kick off the show.
你好，我们这边进行一个采访，我想问一下，你收到的最让你感动，但是不是花钱的礼物是什么？
我想大概是在2年前的时候，当时我刚来马来西亚，然后我在这边还没有什么朋友，我和一群陌生人合租。当时入住的时候，他们问我的生日是什么时候，然后我就说我的生日是什么时候，但是我没有在意。等过一段时间我过生日的时候，因为我没有什么朋友嘛，我就自己在自己的房间里面打游戏，然后突然他们来敲我的门，然后我开门之后，我发现他们举着生日蛋糕，然后开始唱生日歌，祝我生日快乐。当时我就很诧异，我就是问他们为什么会帮我过生日，他们就说觉得我自己一个人在这里很孤单，然后怕没有人帮我过生日，所以说他们就想帮我过一个生日。当时我就特别的感动，因为我觉得在其他地方，然后碰到其实我们不是很熟，但是他们愿意帮我过生日来照顾我，我觉得他们是一件很好的人，然后很打动我这件事。
好的，谢谢你的分享。你好，我们这边在做一个采访，请问你收到的最让你感到幸福的，但是不是花钱的礼物是什么？
如果说让我感到幸福但不是花钱的礼物，那我想到去年发生的一件小事。那段时间很难熬，因为运气很差。我整个人的生活像是被卡在一个角落，动也动不了。每天白天的时候只能假装正常，上课，但是每到晚上的时候就乱七八糟的情绪是全部冲出来，所以我就感觉自己被淹没了。但是有天晚上我情绪突然崩溃了一下，所以我发了一个消息给我妈妈，我想找她寻求一点安慰，但事实上我也没指望她回复我。但是最后没想到没过几分钟，妈妈就发了一段语音过来，里面没有讲无所谓的鸡汤，也没有问我怎么了，她只是说她会一直陪着我，然后在最后妈妈跟我说，在我深夜难受的时候就可以听听这段语音。那天晚上我躺在床上，那是我那段时间唯一一次睡了一次好觉，然后我只觉得我的后面一直会有人，这就是我收到过最好的礼物。
好的，谢谢你的分享。
So, those stories we just saw were so heartfelt, and honestly, they remind me that how giving doesn't need to be grand or to be meaningful. So every single person has such a personal story and personal memory that tied to a gift, and most of them weren't expensive at all.
Yes, and it's beautiful because you can see how every memory is tied to emotion, comfort, appreciation, surprise, and love. People always remember how a gift made them feel and not what it cost.
Exactly. And what stood out for me is about many of the most touching gifts received were things like time, emotional support, physical touch, or someone even simply just showing up in the time they needed.
Yeah, I love that you said showing up, because sometimes showing up is the gift. It's easy to give things, but giving presents, that's a whole different level.
Yes, it's a total agree with you. So can I share a little story that it's one of those things that happens long times ago, but somehow it's still living rent free in my head.
Yeah, I love how you phrased that. So yeah, please, I want to hear this.
So this was during my university days. So you know now how uni is, many assignments, midterms, and group projects, and also group members who disappeared like Avengers does. So, and on top of that, I was dealing with some family stuff also. So it was just a really heavy season for me, and so there I was in a library, and I was studying for a midterm that I wasn't really ready for. So it feels a bit stressed and tiring for me. So honestly, I was not okay at the time. So you know that feeling when everything they just piles up and you don't even know what to start or where to do. Yeah.
Oh yes, the kind where you stare at your notes, like they are written in alien language, right?
Yeah, sure. So exactly. So when I was sitting there, I pretending to be very productive, but in my mind it was racing really hard, and even though I was mentally spiraling. So and then suddenly a girl that I recognized from another class, like we never talked before with each other, and we didn't follow each other. We were just some unfamiliar strangers. So she stopped beside my table, and then for maybe like I think 2 or 3 seconds, and then she dropped something on my table, and then she just walked away before I could even look up. So I thought that she might have dropped her notes by accident, but actually she dropped it for me, and then I pick it up and I see on the notes like it's a small folded piece of paper, and then on the paper it says that you are not failing, you're just tired, so take a deep breath.
Oh damn, that actually hits deep.
Yeah, right? And it wasn't even written neatly. Like, it looks quite rushed, like she scribbled on the way to her class. So I was quite touched by this, and at the moment I read it, I was feel like, oh, someone did really cares about me. And for the first time that whole week, I feel relief, and I actually get some time to relax myself. Yeah.
It's crazy how a sentence, like literally just a sentence, right, can break through the chaos like that.
Yeah, for me it's like a super unforgettable moment for me. And here's the funny part, she never mentioned it afterward, like we never talk about it, and I think she probably forgot it already. But for me, because I'm the one who gets the notes, so I feel like, oh, although it's like a very small actions, but it really lives in my heart forever. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's small, but it's a life changing, like it in its own way, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes people think kindness has to be dramatic or expensive, but sometimes it looks like a messy scribble.
Yeah, and the wild part is like this whole thing, it happens like 5 years ago, but now I still can remember of her kindness to me.
Oh.
So yeah, so that's my story. Do you have any to share?
Yeah,
Your
sure,
personal story.
sure. Okay, so listen,
Okay.
I got a story too. So not the same, but in the same way, like unexpected kindness, but punches you emotionally. Okay, so this was the year that I moved to a new city for study, and let me tell you, starting over in a new city is very tough. No friends, no familiar faces, everything feels weird. Even the bus roads look like they are designed to like mock you. Yeah. So one day I brought my laptop to a small cafe and trying to be like convince myself I was being productive. But honestly, I was so lonely, right? And I just needed to be around the human beings. And the barista, this guy with the most chill energy ever, make my day. And when he passed to me, he didn't just say enjoy or have a good day. He leaned forward slightly and said, "Hey, whether you whatever you are carrying, you are doing better than you." Yeah.
So honestly, I can feel you. Like I'm that kind of touch person too. Like I think this kind of kindness just melt you on the spot, is it?
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't loud, right? It wasn't dramatic, but it felt like someone just lifted a bit of like weight off my shoulders. And you know what? I still think about the guy, like you,
Wow.
because he didn't know me, and but he sensed something, so and chose to respond with his kindness to me. Yeah.
So and sometimes it's just all it takes to make us feel less lonely, is it? So it's just one sentence, one moment, right?
Yeah, yes. And it made me realize that giving doesn't always means to like giving money or giving presents. Sometimes giving means I see you and I hear you and you are not invisible and you are not alone. Yeah.
That's beautiful. And honestly, we always forgot about how powerful a simple human connection can be.
Yeah. Because giving is not just action, right? It's energy, its presence and its timing. Sometimes kindness arrives exactly at the moment you are about to give up.
Almost like how God sent it on purpose, is it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I love stories like this, but what makes it even more interesting is that there is science behind all of it. So I searched it on the web, and researchers found that when we engage in any act of kindness, even the smallest, tiniest gesture, our brains release dopamine and oxytocin.
Oh yes, yeah. That is good stuff. The yes, I feel like a warm pancake inside chemicals.
Exactly. So dopamine will gives you pleasures like the little spark of joy, and oxytocin, like we learn in chemistry, right?
Yeah.
It gives you bonding, that sense of closeness, connections, and it's so common that scientists literally call it the helper's high. So your body rewards you, straight up rewards you for being a kind person.
Which means kindness is not just good for the world, right? It's good for you, like self-care. Like, but for your soul.
Yes, and that's why we feel warm inside even though we are just doing some very small kind actions. So holding the lift for someone, sending some kind message, smiling at someone who looks very stressed and tiring, and your brain will literally say at the moment you did a great job.
Yeah, we are wired for connection, built for giving, designed to care.
Exactly. And it's like our body knows something we forgot. Like we are not meant to live isolated, we are meant to live connected. And giving even the smallest kind pulls us back into that kind of connection and relationship.
Which is why those tiny moments can stay with you forever.
Yes, because kindness changes the receiver and the giver, and both sides walk away a little higher.
Mm. And you know what I find interesting? Kindness doesn't just change how we feel. Like it actually changes how we see the world. When you do something nice for someone, right? Even something tiny, suddenly you start noticing like other good things around you. Like it's like your brain zooms out a bit and says, "Hey, the world isn't so bad at all." Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. So I searched it, and there's this psychological term for it, and it's called the positive feedback looping. When you do one good thing, and your brain becomes more open to noticing other positive moments, and before you know it, your whole day feels different. You are calmer, you are more patient, and you are even more understanding, and that comes from one small act. It's incredible how something so simple can ripple into something else.
Yeah. Like have you ever done something kind and suddenly like your whole mood changed? Like you're walking differently, your shoulders drop, you are humming a song that you didn't even realize, and it's like your body is saying, "Okay, we did a good job today," and we are proud of us. Yeah, and honestly, we don't feel proud like of ourselves nearly enough. So if kindness can give us that, I'm definitely in.
And I think that pride, like that internal well done inside all of us, so happens because kindness pulls us out of ourselves. Like most of the days, our brains are busy, work, like stress, responsibilities, or even social media and endless to-do lists. Yeah. So, but when you do something for someone else, even for a moment, that the noise stops. So you're focused on the connection and on the humanity, and it's grounding and reminds you that you are part of something that you can release your stress.
Exactly. And sometimes giving isn't about helping someone who's struggling. Sometimes it's just about like showing appreciation and telling someone, I'm glad you are here and you make my day better, or even like, I like your jacket. Little things that remind people they are seeing you. And we underestimate how much people are craving that, just to be good.
Right. And also, appreciation has a science behind it too. So when you express gratitude towards someone, both of your brains release the chemical called serotonin. Like in scientific fact, it is called the mood stabilizer. So giving a compliment literally boosts mental health for two people at the same time. And it's like a 2-for-1 emotional special.
You know what that means? Like, compliments are buy one get one free.
Okay.
Yeah, we love the group promo, right?
Yeah. And here's something that people always forget. Like kindness doesn't always look soft. Sometimes kindness is listening when someone is upset or stressed, and even if you don't have a perfect answer for him or her. So, or showing patience to someone who is having a rough day, and choosing not to snap back when you easily could. So those micro moments of self-control, that is kindness too.
Yes, and sometimes the kindest things that you can do is slow down. Just slow down. We rush through life so fast that we forget to like need to be chill. Yeah. Take your time.
Yeah.
No worries, and you are okay. Those are gifts. They are invisible gifts, but they are totally real.
Yes, a total 100% agree with it. So, and honestly, that kind of invisible gifts might be some gifts that every one of us might need it the most, because you never know when someone didn't tell you, and you don't know the battles they fought before walking into the room, and you don't know what their morning looks like and what their heart is carrying on. So kindness becomes this doorway, this moment of safety where the people feel less alone.
And that's what giving matters. Not because it solves every problem, not because it fixes the whole world overnight, but because it creates these tiny islands of warmth in people's day.
Wow.
And places where they can breathe, places where they feel like human beings.
Exactly. So kindness isn't just a grand gesture, it's a gentle reminder that humanity is still exists in this kind of era. So, and the science simply proves that where or what our hearts have always known. So now let's look at some video where our production team, they made some little challenge at random people on the streets, and to share the joy of giving to others.
Okay.
你好，同学，我们最近在做一个1小盒快乐计划，看样子你有一些心事，有什么可以分享一下的吗？
我其实是这样子的，昨天晚上点了个外卖，我想的是今天早上当早饭吃嘛，早上要上课嘛，结果呢，而且我挺想吃这个包子，吃挺久了，然后好不容易点上了嘛，之前一直没有空吃，然后今天早上起来我下楼，他大概9点半就到了吧，我9点50的样子下去拿的，结果没了，外卖被偷掉了，我也不知道是谁，我之前室友也被偷过，我都不敢相信，怎么会有人现在还要偷外卖，我就有点不太理解。然后今天早上心情就特别差，到现在还没有吃早饭。
那看起来你的生活很糟糕。这里有一个小小的圣诞礼物可以给你，希望你的生活心情可以更好一点。对，可以的。
可以拿。
可以的，
谢谢，谢谢。
你好，同学，我们这里在做一个1小盒快乐计划，我看出来你有一些烦心事，可以跟我们分享一下吗？
烦心事，我最近比较烦的是我的舍友，因为他作息有点不规律，然后我晚上睡觉，他晚上就要做饭什么的，然后很吵，然后就把我吵醒，然后早上他又很早起来，然后洗澡什么的，弄得很吵，然后早上也睡不够，然后有时候周末吧，他还会带朋友回去玩啊，然后就弄得很脏、很乱、很差，然后我现在就在每天被他弄得很烦，然后在想要搬家的事情，因为我很 世界吧。
可以看出来你一个人过得很辛苦啊。这里有一个小小的圣诞礼物可以给你，希望能缓解一下你的焦虑。
谢谢。
OK。你好，同学，我们最近在做一个1小时快乐计划。我看出来你下面有一些烦心事。
是的。
你有什么可以分享一下的吗？
就是我最近在做assignment的时候遇到了一堆很有病的人，然后呢，他们所有人作业都不做，我在群里面一直说，但是他们就是一直不回复我的消息，然后我就把所有作业都做了，但是他们还说我没有做作业，然后他们还退群了，导致我一个人做了所有人的作业还被骂了，然后我去找组长反映，组长还说是我的问题，还说让我去跟他们沟通一下，然后我非常的生气。但是呢，我去找他们沟通了，他们还怪罪我，说是因为我说错了话，所以他们才这样的。因为我说我期中考试没有考，但是我说我会把小组作业给做掉的，但是他们以为我期中考试没有考之后，我就不会做作业了，然后他们就觉得说我不做作业，所以说所有人都不想跟我们一组，然后呢，我就非常的烦躁，然后我就去跟组长说，组长说他理解我，但是还是希望我可以道歉，然后当然我还是没有道歉，我依旧在群里面吵，然后有个女生一直以为不做作业的人是我，然后一直在不停的发私信骂我，然后我没招了，现在就是几分钟了。
那看着你的一个人真的很辛苦。这里有一个小小的圣诞礼物可以送给你，
谢谢，
希望能缓解你的烦恼。
好的。
你好，同学，我们在做一个1小盒礼物计划。我看出来你现在心情非常的失落，请问你有什么可以跟我们分享一下的吗？
确实，我最近这段时间心情有些不太好，因为前段时间我最喜欢的 idol 来开演唱会，然后我定好了闹钟，调了好几个设备，还叫了很多朋友跟我一起抢票，结果一点进去直接秒空，显示门票已售罄。我喜欢他们特别久，从他们出道开始就喜欢了。这一次是他们第一次来我在的地方看演唱会，我们不知道下次再见到他们是什么时候了。
听你这样说，我真的为你感到非常的失落。但你要把我眼光放长远一点，你对你爱豆的这种热情和支持，本身就是一种力量。虽然现在很遗憾，但是当下的生活还有很多容易让你忽视的一些小快乐。但你有没有想过，有什么是不用花钱买的，但是你能心里暖暖的小礼物呢？
我的一个朋友，他也一样没有抢到票，但是他给我发了很长一段话安慰我，还跟我一起看了一场线上演唱会，这让我非常非常开心。
感谢你的分享，这有一个小小的圣诞礼物可以分享给你。
谢谢。
你好，同学，我现在做一个1小盒快乐计划，看你现在有一些烦心事，你可以跟我们分享一下。
可以的。就我烦心事也挺多了，就比如说举个例子吧，就这期中考的是非常差的，我看到成绩就是非常的惊呆了。就其实我有认真的写了，认真的读了，也牺牲了很多我的个人的宝贵的时间，但是结果就是不如我所料。反正就是说那一刻我就感觉非常的挫败，好像自己怎么努力都不行。这几天我都在反思，是不是方法不对呢，还是怎么样呢？就是还是我根本没有想象有那么多能力呢。总之，这成绩对我心情很大的影响。不过这不也全是坏消息，至少让我看到了自己薄弱的环节。接下来我打算把错题重新整理一遍。另外心态也得调整一下。虽然这没有考好，但是这次教训，我还是得到了惩罚。现在努力还不晚，争取期末考一个好的成绩吧。
好的，谢谢同学。这里有一个小小的圣诞礼物，可以缓解一下你的伤痛。
谢谢。
Okay, welcome back. So, alright, we have talked about stories, right? We have talked about feelings.
Yeah.
Let's do something fun. I want to play a mini game. Like, what would you do with you?
No, whenever you say mini or small, it will never be mini.
Bro, relax lah. No right or wrong answers. We are just exploring different ways. We might give in every day.
But I need to warn you first, I'm a chaotic giver. So
Okay.
sometimes I'll give it like too much and sometimes I'll disappear like Wi-Fi at the wrong moment.
Okay, perfect. This makes the game even better.
Okay.
Okay, so scenario
First
scenario one. Okay, you see someone at work struggling silently, but they don't ask for help. What would you do? Okay, so for me first. This one is easy for me. I will walk over, quietly put a cup of warm tea or warm coffee, like on their desk, and I will say, "Don't forget to drink." Very natural, very safe. Hydration is my ministry.
What's with the water? So yeah, the workplace hydration angel, is it?
Yeah, yes, I bless them with hydration.
Okay, so for me, my personality, I would just probably lean in a bit and say like, if the workloads get too much, I can help you carry some of it. So, I would say something gentle, and not forcing them to talk, but just letting them know that you don't have to drown alone.
You are the friend I need, actually. Not like those co-workers who walk past like you're suffering and just say, "Wow, tough day, is it?" Then leave.
Also, it seems like you have this kind of experience. Like it's literally a total drama.
Yeah.
So, okay, so for the second scenario, by the way, for all this scenario, we get it from our production team. So, second one will be, you notice your friend hasn't been themselves lately.
Okay.
So, I think this one hits different from the previous one. So, for me, I think I'll just send them some sincere texts and something like, I'll just tell them, I don't know what's happening on you, but I'm here, so no pressure to talk. If you want to tell me, just tell me. I'm just here for you.
I think that's wow. Because that's the kind of message that makes someone like cry in their car or something.
Yeah, so because sometimes people, they don't want solutions. They just want some emotional support and just want to know that they are not invisible. Yeah. So do you have any answer for this one?
Okay, my answers easy. I will cook for them. Like I will show up with food.
Okay.
Because my love language is carbo.
So guys, if someone cooks for you, you know that they love you. So cooking is like giving your time, like your energy, and risking your kitchen cleanliness.
Exactly. I only deep clean the kitchen for people I love. That's sacrifice.
Okay. So for the
Okay, so for the third scenario, a stranger drops their groceries in public. What would you do? Okay, for me, instantly help. Even if the orange roll away like they are doing a marathon, I will chase them anyway.
Wow. Okay, I think there is no hesitation for this kind of questions lah. For me, I will also help, instantly help, and I will say something like, to comfort him, something like, don't worry, it happens to all of us. Because sometimes the kindest thing you can give to someone is dignity.
Yes, you help them feel like human, not embraced.
Yeah, so this happens to all of us lah.
Yeah.
And so for the next scenario, listen carefully. You are in a cafe and someone looks lost, tired, or upset. What would you do?
Okay.
So, okay. Oh, I have a soft spot for this kind of questions. So I might give it a small little smile. Not creepy lah. It's just some sincere smile. And sometimes I think that's enough for someone.
I think I would leave a little note. Just a simple one like,
Wow.
you are doing your best. And I hope today gets better.
So that's something you will do usually, is it?
Yeah, and I will walk away before they see me.
The anonymous encourager.
Yes.
Like Batman, is it?
Yeah.
So for the next scenario,
Okay, so next scenario is your junior or intern looks nervous and unsure of themselves.
wow.
What would you do? So okay, for me, I will hype them up. Like tell them it's okay to not know everything. You are learning. We all started somewhere.
Seems like it's agreeing with you.
Yeah.
So
Also
for
agree.
me, I think like giving someone confidence is one of the most powerful forms of giving. So I'll just tell them, yeah, I'll do the same thing as you, and it's like handing them a key and give them courage to open a door that they were scared to open and they don't have courage to open. Yeah, I think this helps them a lot lah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Okay, so wow. So for the last scenario, someone accidentally cuts your queue.
Oh my god, this one.
What would you do? So this is a real test of character. You need to think very carefully.
Okay.
So
I want to say like, I will be gracious, but inside the Malaysian in me is like, it's like, excuse me, the queue or it starts behind, bro. Like, what are you doing, right?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I'm quite introverted, so I will just smile outwardly, and you need to think positively lah in this kind of situation. So because maybe they didn't see me and they didn't notice there's people in front of them, so maybe they are having a bad day. So giving someone the benefit of the doubt also is giving too.
Yeah. I mean, grace is free, right? But sometimes it's hard to give.
Yeah, it's difficult. So, you know, after all these scenarios, I realized something, that small acts, like tiny acts, they are not actually small. They are tiny seeds that can grow into something huge for someone else.
Yes, because everyone is carrying something that we cannot see, like stress, pressure, heartbreaking, even like self-doubting. People wake up every day fighting invisible battles.
Yeah, and it's important for everyone to know that kindness, even the smallest one, is like someone tapping on your shoulder to comfort you. And this kind of action, kindness actions, that actually breaks that illusion that we are all isolated, and that we all often feels like nobody cares for me, and that we have to push through the life ourselves. But there's a quote I love here. It says, "Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about." And for me, it's true. Sometimes your words become someone's strength, and your smiles become someone's comfort, and your small acts can become someone's very small turning point.
And I think what I love is, you don't even need to be rich to give. You don't need to be powerful. And you don't need to be in a good mood every day. Anyone can give. Even a moment, a word, a gesture, a bit of patience, even a bit of grace also can.
And sometimes God uses the smallest actions to heal someone in a very, very big way. So you might not see it, you might never know it, but kindness always multiplies. You agree with it?
Yeah, I totally agree with it. Giving doesn't always feel big. But someone else, it can be unforgettable.
So let's look at another video.
Okay.
做一个街头善意采访，请问您可以帮我们做这个采访吗？
可以。
就是我们的问题是，你今天有没有什么一些小事会让你开心的？
有的，让我想一下。其实我今天早上的心情非常糟糕，因为赶 assignment 赶到很晚，然后我整个人感到非常的疲惫，然后还有点不舒服。但是在我上课的路上，我朋友突然发消息问我你吃早饭了吗？然后他说他正好在便利店，顺带帮我带了我最喜欢的玉米杯和一杯咖啡。当下我真的就是当时收到的时候，我真的有一点想哭的感觉，因为这虽然是小事，但是那一刻我觉得有人在乎我，有人记得我的喜好，所以我今天的一天的心情都好了很多，因为这件事。我觉得我感觉很被支持，很被理解。我觉得这就大概就是我今天的小快乐了。
好的，感谢您的配合，听上去这件事是一件很暖心的事。好，谢谢。你好，我们在做一个圣诞善意采访，请问您可以完成我们的采访吗？
当然可以。
就是我们的问题是， 有没有什么小快乐让你今天会开心一下呢？
其实今天早上的我的心情其实不是很好的，因为昨天晚上因为失眠，导致我的上课完全听不进去。但是今天有一件事情可以一定程度上缓解一下我的糟糕的心情，就是我在去图书馆的时候遇到了一个不认识的同学，我在进门的时候他帮我把门把了一下，然后扶着，这虽然是一个小小的事情，但是就这么扶了一下门，让我的心情变得稍微的开心了一点。就是人与人之间的善意，这种善意的传递会在潜意识里温暖一下大家的心情吧，可能是所以有人愿意为你停下来微笑，说一句温暖的话，也会让你觉得这个世界不是那么的寒冷。就这样的一个小快乐，虽然是来自一个完全不认识的人，但是也让我觉得非常的温暖，也非常的开心。
听上去确实很让人暖心。好，谢谢您的配合。
OK， 谢谢。
现在是最后一段了。
So now happy time goes fast. So as we come to the end of today's episode, I just want to take a moment to let this all sink in. Because there is one thing we've been reminded of today, is that giving doesn't need to be very big, dramatic, or picture perfect to matter.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's the smallest thing, a quick smile, a short message, and that end up becoming the moments that someone remembers for the rest of their life. So giving isn't just about the size of the gesture. It's the intention behind it and the heart behind it that really makes it powerful.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I love that because everything we saw today really show that giving doesn't just affect the person receiving it. It changes the giver too. And it softens us a little bit and brings us to closer to people and reminds us that even in a world that moves fast and feels a little bit chaotic sometimes, and we still have the ability to make someone feel seen and value and a little less alone.
Yeah.
So every single day gives us a change that to offer something of ourselves. Maybe it's kindness, and maybe it's patience, and maybe it's a word of encouragement, or just a moment of compassion.
Yeah, so kindness really is really important in this era of work. So as you head into the rest of your day or maybe into your night, depending on when you are watching, we hope this stays with you. And your smallest act of generosity might be the thing that completely shifts someone's other mood or someone's day or even their whole life. So you'll never really know that whose story you are walking into when you choose to give a little light and hope.
Yeah, and honestly, thank you for spending your time with us today. It means more than you know. Thank you for showing up, and thank you all for all the ways you bring kindness into the world, even the ways you don't realize. Join us again next week, because we will be diving into a brand new heartfelt theme, Moments of Gratitude. And trust me, you don't want to miss that.
Yeah, so we are quite looking forward for the next episode. So until then, keep giving gently,
Keep loving generously,
and stay connected. We will see you the next time on
Unwrap.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.